Well, Ding has switched away from that E50M on the attack. We saw them use that against Elevate, that E50 they were using to get towards that J2, J3 position to shoot the crossing. Tornado obviously bringing their object 416 because he can cross 1-2 line very effectively without getting shot by that E50M. Now Ding, with this bad shot, what kind of play they're going to go for? Because obviously Himmelsurf, that kind of map where you need to track your opponent around the two caps that are available to you. What Tornado doesn't have, though, which we have seen from a lot of teams, is Breakneck didn't actually spot near you. Nesqui takes a big shot there, though. But what Tornado doesn't have is that RT, which Ding also had. A GW Tiger P-Rack can reset. This kind of, again, puts number 2 base a little bit more viable as an option.
Yeah, so now that these arty changes have come out, would you say that you're a fan of having an artillery on Himmelsdorf? Do you think it lends itself to the arty, or do you think the meta is still going to be no arty?
On attack, I wouldn't bring it. I didn't really see so much effective shots coming out from them. But on the defense, though, they've been very, very good. They've been able to shoot those tanks crossing K-line, reset the base, and it's a general nuisance towards the attacker.
Well, Tornado losing a bit of HP early on in the piece here. Nesqui has been dropped down to 406. So he's in a spot of bother, and Ding starting to push forward now towards the rail tracks. They've got a lot of tanks headed in that direction, and none of them yet spotted, though Shokish eventually does get spotted, but near you. He's in the AMX-50B here. On the reload, could he get caught out by Ding, or is he in a relatively safe position there?
I think they might just about catch him if they keep pushing. They're going to take a lot of damage on this crossing, though. A truck don't even. The server, the other Nesqui Griffon are waiting for this.
Oh dear, Meritorious. He is the focus of fire right now for Tornado, and we do know that they are very, very good at that focus fire as well. 1200 HP is all that is left on him in that mouse, but it does at least mean that, for the most part, his teammates are untouched. Shokish does take one shot here on the cross, but overall, actually, I don't think that's been too bad here for Ding. Oh, as I say that, though, Ilian, he gets dropped very quickly, now down to 810 HP near you. He absolutely must go down here for Ding to make this worthwhile, but it doesn't seem as though that's going to be the case, at least for now. Shokish on the reload. Eventually, there we go. Near you does get dropped. Nesqui down to 24 HP. He's a possibility of going down, and again, Ding do find the first 2 kills of the round, but have they paid too much of the price for those 2 kills?
I think they can make it work, though, because they have that side scraping potential now from those buildings, so those make it very hard for the Tornado energy tanks to make those connections on towards them. Positive, though, takes a big shot from that E3. Koritz comes around the corner, not sure what he's shooting at, but he should try and find an angle to flank, or at least put some cap pressure on towards Tornado, because they're just gone safe. They know that they don't need to do anything other than defend.
Yeah, massive health advantage at the moment for Tornado. Koritz taking a shot as well. In the meanwhile, is going to drop Ding just that ever so lower. Koritz just getting around the corner there quickly before Server gets a shot into his back. But this is a tough position now for Ding to play out from. They need Positive in the AMX-50B to come up with something big here. Breakneck in the bat chat. These 2 guys are going to be the playmakers for Ding, and Breakneck already has been tagged up a little bit by Nuclear there in the T110E3, taking a shot.
Yeah, that bad shot is not going to be happy about that one. Getting shot by E3 removes most of your, well, it removes a big chunk of his HP. Positive tries to make a connection there on towards Appleboy. He should keep his shots, because I think they're going to try and find Nuclear. But Nuclear, the player that he is, a player of his caliber, realizing there's the potential there for a play on towards him. He's going to pull back around the corner. This will not leave an overmatch on towards his position. And yes, Tornado, they have only 5 guns left, but Ding needs to start utilizing the 7 guns they have.
Volkanik's going to have a bit of a peek around the corner here. He does spot out Griffin, but he has not spotted out the other mouse that is lurking down that alleyway. Wisely deciding not to peek at this point. Ding, you can see them starting to gain control of the map now, though. Tornado forcing back, or being forced back even towards the northern part of the map, towards their own spawn. Is Ding going to be able to use this map control to their advantage, or really are they just walking into Tornado and the guns that are waiting for them?
This is Shokish starting to push up over here, trying to find an angle, trying to find something that they can work with. He needs to be careful, though, because Diabdor in that E3 is waiting in that C2-3 position. We saw him have a monstrous game against Eclipse, where he did the most damage on this Grand Finals. I think it was around 6,300. So it's not a man you want to go head-to-head with.
No, certainly not. 5 minutes left on the clock here for Ding. Again, it's not a position at the moment where they're really forced into anything, but it is something in the back of their minds. They've used up half the time that they have allotted to them, and their one advantage is that they have those extra tanks in the game. But Positive, he takes a free shot there, and at this point, Ding cannot be giving up free shots. They need to, at the very least, be trading 1-for-1, because Tornado has such a health advantage, and even if they don't have the guns in the game, maybe just that health is going to be enough to pull them through here.
Well, Server is doing an amazing job so far in his miles. Meritorious and Alien are going to start pushing up towards him. The worry for me is that Server has enough HP where he could actually 2v1 these guys. I mean, combined, they have about the same as he does. So, well, much less actually. So combined, they have less HP than he does. And if he plays it well, he could actually kill both of them.
Server just watching down the angle. Meritorious trying to play with him, trying to bait out that shot, angling the armor on the turret of the mouse there, but Server well aware that he's never ever going to pen a shot like that. So he's holding on to it. And this is, again, just wasting a little bit more of that time of Ding. Eventually, the trigger has to be pulled by Ding. They have to make their move.
Well, with 4 minutes left, they have sent Breakneck towards that A0 position. In that bad shot, he could get maybe some flank shots on towards Applewell, but all Applewell has to do is to sit safe. Server does take some damage. That was HE even. But it's not going to... No, it was not HE, I'm sorry. It was Koritz shooting him from the side in that WZ. But they need more than this. There's still so much HP down that they need to make find a solid opening on towards Tornado. And what they're bunching up here is for a 1-2 line overmatch. This could work, but there's a lot of HP there still. Double E3. Diador will be a non-factor because obviously he's in that C2, C3 position. But he will just drive out of that, deliver a shot on towards the side, and that's 1,500 alpha from just those E3s.
We can start to see Ding now grouping up a little bit on that D-line. They have a death ball of Mouses, 50B in there as well, a 113 for Hulknick, and they have to push around this corner. They have to try and do something, but they're going to be walking into the crossfire that Tornado has set up. Griffin is there. The E3 of Nuclear is there. There's going to be so much damage coming out from Tornado here. I'm not sure this is going to be a wise decision for Ding, but they've committed to it. They have to make it work. Positive in the 50B. He's got 3 shots left. What can he do with them? Not a lot, apparently, because there's going to be the first kill going the way of Tornado. Diodor very low on HP, but Nuclear finds Positive. A massive shot coming out from him, and now Ding well and truly in control of this round. The E3 of Diodor will get taken down by Shockish, but I think it's too little too late right now for Ding. Both of the Mouses very low on HP for them now, and it's going to be Nuclear taking down Meritorious. 2 minutes and 26 left on the clock here. Tornado should be closing this out from this point.
Yeah, but Apoa in the meantime is getting focused by Breakneck and Koritz. Breakneck is on reload, so Apoa going to survive for a little bit more. Koritz is going to try to do the damage towards him. If they could have found a kill there, it would have been an opening. Shockish in the meantime trying to help out. Alien gets picked up by Nuclear. Triple kill for him. And this is the Tornado that we know that individual skill. Nuclear not missing any of these shots, and that's what we were worried about for Ding.
Yeah, 3 players left alive for Ding, but only 1,000 HP between them. Not a lot to play with here. And Applewell, he's gone searching. He's trying to find Koritz there. In the end, Server is actually going to be able to take down Shockish in the mouse. It's just Breakneck in the bat chat now, and Koritz in the WZ132. Really, all hope of a win here for Ding in at least the first round of Himmelsdorf has gone down the gutter.
Yeah, now Breakneck pushing forwards on towards Applewell. I'm not even sure he'll get him on time. He needs 3 shots to take him down, and that IS-4 Applewell is about 2 seconds off of reload. Breakneck doesn't connect the shot. Applewell picks it up, and again, Tornado closing out a round which seemed close. And it's just, they're not winning the close rounds, Ding.
No, absolutely not. They're not even making those close rounds close. I mean, we're calling them close rounds, but realistically speaking, a lot of these rounds, they start off close, but Tornado Energy is able to close them out fairly comfortably. That one didn't even look close. And so Tornado Energy, they now go 4-1 up. This is starting to look like it could be a bit of a whitewash almost.
Let's not go that far yet, Jordan. It's the grand finals. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
You know, we gotta keep faith. We gotta keep hope in Ding. They are looking promising. I think they need to change it up slightly. A little bit less individual misplays. I've seen a lot of peaks here and there, which are costing them HP. Breakneck, for example.
Yeah, we saw that a lot there in the mid stages of that Himmelsdorf.
Yeah, those tanks that just keep taking one shot here, one shot there. It just puts them down in such an HP deficit that it's very hard to come back from it.
Yeah, exactly. And Tornado Energy, we haven't seen any of that really at all from them. They have barely been taking any free shots. Every time they take a shot, they trade something back at least. But having a look at the replay of that last round, it was never going to be possible really for Ding. When they got in this position, they had to push into Tornadoes, and double E3 pushing into that.
This push here, I think it would have almost been more worth it. Yeah, Shokish was on that 1-2 line. I think it was almost more worth it to pull him back, push him maybe with the others, and then have Positive in K1 or K2 in his 50B. If Diodor then drives out of that railway station, which he was positioned in, Positive would be making him one shot before he even gets close to the fire.
Yeah, but that was not the case there for Ding, and so now they have to go and scrounge for some rounds. This is the